Let's take a look at how we can make some easy coins using Path to Glory cards. The important things to remember with these cards are what their next upgrade is, which for most this will be the score 3 goals in the group stage for a +1 overall. Are they active live cards? In other words, are they eligible for further upgrades? So will they win and qualify for the quarterfinals? And how far will they progress? The longer they stay an active live card, the higher their price will go. The thing to consider is when the best buy and sell times are for these cards. I personally use a big data sheet because I need to be organised if I want to advise for the Discord. Over to the Discord, you'll see a lot of these cards we first advised are up quite substantially, especially with Gwyn. But we did advise her a second time. You might be wondering why we advise when it's already up so much, but that is just simply because we see the potential. This is what we do. Heading back over to the data sheet, there is one thing we want to focus on, and that will be looking at when the next matches are occurring and how we can transition between one game to another to maximize our profits. The way I personally do this is I will filter through some of these cards. So I will filter by the next few days, and then I will make a judgment call on what to invest in. The main things I would focus on would be Norway, as they have 2 goals and only need 1 more for an upgrade. So these cards here are the ones I would personally focus on. With Hegerberg, she is in packs, so there is a small element of risk. Cards like Rayton, on the other hand, 2 goals because she plays for Norway, but she is also a very highly desired card, especially as she gets more and more upgrades. I would then start filtering day by day. In terms of Portugal versus Spain, we already know Spain is going to qualify, and Portugal probably doesn't stand that great a chance. So moving on to the next one, we look at Germany. They have 2 goals, and maybe even Sweden. Take a look at the Swedish investments. We must consider Sweden did score 1 goal, and most of these teams are capable of scoring at least 2 goals in a game. Just like with Germany, if they don't, they do have a 3rd game to reach that 3rd goal upgrade. As for Denmark and Poland, given neither team scored a goal, I would like to avoid these cards because it makes their upgrade chances very, very slim. With 0 points on the table and 0 goals, the upgrade potential, it's not that high. Very similarly, we start looking at the last set of games. The most intriguing one was England versus France. France now needs just 1 goal for their upgrades, which makes your cards like Mbok, Ngioro, and Katoto very, very desirable. They even have Mallard, who I must say is a good value SBC for the potential upgrades that it can get. The other one that was a bit shocking was the Netherlands, so Miedema, for example. She made quite a substantial jump. She went up 15k from when we invested, all because Netherlands achieved their upgrade in that very first game. The one investment that I think could be quite risky, but could also pay off quite well, are the English investments. Given they play Netherlands next, and they didn't have the best outing against France, we might see a nice rebound on these previously panicked cards, like Georgia Stanway, for example, who dropped over 150k. The biggest benefit here is we can all wait for the next rewards period to invest in them. So we don't need to jump in straight away. We can wait a little bit and see how the price falls.